My name is Rai Nazar Hayat, and this is my podcast by the name of RNH Spotlight. Today is election day in Pakistan, or shortly it will be. So, what is the situation day before? With political parties instructed yesterday to suspend their campaigns at the stroke of midnight, the pre-poll part of election 2024 has now completed. All that is now left is for the votes to be cast and counted, and for a winner to be declared. It is slightly disconcerting how suddenly this election seems to have passed us by. The past 2 months already seem to be like a haze of court cases and stop-start political activity. For the longest time, one was unsure if the polls would be held at all, and there were fears of another delay. It was not until about 3 weeks ago that campaigning began in earnest. Initially, the jalsas and rallies were damp affairs. The energy, enthusiasm, and richness one usually associates with the elections in Pakistan remained missing. It felt as if everyone was merely going through the motions, that a commitment to the process was missing. Much of this was due, perhaps, to the prevailing impression that it was not a fair fight. Out of the two political parties that consistently polled among the top two that voters intended to support, one was not allowed to campaign. Most of the attempts made by the PTI to mobilize were met with arrests and intimidation. Therefore, it moved its activities online, where its innovation not only helped it survive, but may have also put in a position to mount a real challenge. The other party, the PMLN, only hit the road towards the tail end of the campaigning period. Indeed, it seems at one point that it would need a push to start participating, considering how interested its leaders were. To its credit, the PPP was the only national party that actually took campaigning seriously. It started much earlier than the others and was able to maintain its energy throughout. Just as the momentum seemed to be picking up, however, time had to be called out. Today, voters will discuss and debate their choices with their families, friends, neighbors, and fellow citizens. And early tomorrow, they will speak through the ballot box. The PMLN seems to be in a comparatively strong position after its late burst of activity, and because it seems to have backing of the powerful forces within the state, it will be an uphill struggle for the PTI, which is contesting without its traditional symbol and was unable to convince. Still, the party has shown spirit throughout, and it can pull off an upset if the voters mobilize. The PPP may prove a dark horse in this race. Even with its sport base outside Sindh having dwindled over the years, its deal-making abilities have often seen it beat the odds. It understands better than most how to get ahead. Who will prevail? Well, not long to go before we find out. So, if as Pakistan is now entering its 12th general elections, the glaringly low number of women candidates makes evident the deeply rooted gender disparity in the country. A look at the number of candidates vying for National Assembly seats is telling a glaring dichotomy. Among 5,112 candidates, only 313 are women. The Aurat Foundation's recent complaint to the Election Commission of Pakistan highlights this issue. According to the organization, PPP, Jamaat Islami, ANP, TLP, JUIF, and BNP have fallen short of fielding at least 5% female candidates on general elections. Even where women are nominated, they are often relegated to constituencies with slim winning chances, a tactic tactic that tokenizes rather than empowers female political participation. The situation is grimmer in Khoistan, where convincing for and by women was declared un-Islamic by some local clerics, as usual. Although the decree was dismissed by another Khoistan's cleric as a political stunt to benefit the JUIF, the very fact that it was issued and the insistence that defying it would be sinful is indicative of the kinds of societal hurdles women face in Pakistan. Beyond candidacy, the plight of women voters in conservative areas like Darnal in Punjab is equally troubling. There, educated women have been forbidden by their menfolk to exercise their right to vote. The Election Commission of Pakistan's authority to void polls in areas where women are barred from voting remains a theoretical deterrent with little on-the-ground impact, where such conservative norms still prevail. Empowering women in Pakistan's political arena requires more than just legislative quotas. It necessitates a cultural shift that values women's contribution in public life, encourages their participation as candidates and voters, and fundamentally rethinks their role in today's Pakistani society. For this to occur, the Election Commission of Pakistan, political parties and civil society must collaboratively work towards dismantling the barriers such as regressive traditions, lack of education, and societal expectations regarding household responsibilities that sidelines half of the country's population. It must be realized that a woman's perspective is essential to understand issues like reproductive rights, education, violence against women, and economic empowerment, which disproportionately affect women. Their insight is vital in crafting policies that address these challenges. With the nation standing on the brink of another electoral exercise, we must reflect on the long road ahead in achieving gender parity in Pakistan, Pakistani politics especially. The future of a truly democratic and inclusive Pakistan, in fact, depends on it. If we come to Lahore, then those who are thinking that the PMLN would have a plain sailing, the PMLN in fact is wary of the fate of the at least 5 of total seats in the National Assembly of Lahore, the capital of Pakistan, the capital of Punjab. While Imran Khan's political Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf is anticipating higher turnout to win the contest across Punjab. The 5 seats where close contest is being held in Lahore are NA 127, where the contest is happening among PPP chief Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, PMLN's Ata Tariq, and PTI-backed Zahir Abbas Khokhar. NA 128, with IPP's On Chaudhry and PTI-supported advocate Salman Akram Raja in the race. NA 129, PMLN's Hafiz Noman and PTI-backed former Punjab Governor Mir Hazar. NA 126, PMLN's Saif Khokhar and PTI-backed Tawqir Khokhar. And NA 122, between PMLN's, Khaja Saad Rafiq and PTI-backed advocate Sardar Latif Khosa. The NA 127 remained under media spotlight since the electioneering began in the run-up to February 8 polls. This is perhaps the only constituency in Lahore where one-on-one competition is being seen in terms of display of posters, banners, banner flexes and party offices. The PTI campaign on the ground remained low-key, mainly because of the hurdles it was facing from the government. Both the PMLN and PPP reportedly spent a huge sum of money, with the former offering some civic solutions to the voters for being close to the caretaker government of Mohsen Naqvi. In this constituency, the PPP claims to have also won the support of the Christian community, which is very vital and very sizable in the area. Beside the Pakistan Awami Tehreek, PAT, of Dr. Tahir Qadri has a strong base here. It is supporting Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. Qadri had won from this constituency, remember, in 2002 elections. The PTI's Malik Karamat Khokhar, the winner of NA 126 in the past, has pitched his son Malik Tawqir Khokhar against the and Lahore president Saif Khokhar, known as the big financier of the Sharif. Both the Khokhar families are traditional rivals and both are banking on the Biradari clan votes in addition to their party. In NA 128, PTI's advocate Salaman Akram Raja is reportedly the man who took oath of loyalty for Imran Khan in a very obsequious manner and became part of joke on social media, is reportedly leading in this constituency against the Istehkam-e-Pakistan party on Chaudhry, who is also facing problems in mobilizing the PMLN's workers for his campaign. He is reportedly given a free hand in campaigning, unlike other PTI-backed candidates in the city. In 2018, PTI's Shafqat Mood had won this seat. In NA 129, if we come to that, the PTI's Mia Azhar, the father of former PTI Finance Minister Ahmad Azhar and a former Governor of Punjab, who has been hiding after May 9 riots, is facing extreme problems in running his campaign. However, the PTI has a good base in this constituency. Ahmad had won this seat in 2018. As both Azhar and his opponent PMLN Hafiz Noman are from Arai caste, it is said that clan votes will play a crucial role in this contest. As far as Lahore is concerned, last but not the least, in NA 122, the PMLN Saad Rafiq had lost the poll to PTI's founder leader Imran Khan in 2018, but reclaimed that seat in the by-polls in the same year. In 2024 election, Rafiq seemed not that much confident because in some areas of the constituencies like defence, cantonment and Sadr, the PTI has a strong vote bank. Rafiq spent days and nights campaigning to outsmart PTI's Lateef Khosa, who is not very popular and is largely banking on the sole Imran factor in the current polls. Well, tomorrow is the D-Day and let's see what happens. I'll be back with my impressions next time. It is Rai Nazar Hayat saying goodbye from his podcast named RNH Spotlight. Goodbye.